Hi everyone, welcome. Oh boy, it's March 10th. So last year on the 11th was the last time we met in person. And here we are a year later. I'm still doing it online by your request and happy to be able to do it for you. So I want to just talk about a few things. I've been getting some private messages and I want to talk a little bit about what happens here in the procedure. Okay, first of all, I do use crystal bowls, but my space is limited as far as with the camera and everything. So I only use 2 bowls at a time. I have several, but I'm only using 2 at a time. And it's 2 different bowls each time I do the meditation. And some of you may not even hear the sound of the bowls because you're so deep that you don't even hear them. But they are being used in every session that we do. That's the first thing. The second thing is some of you have sent me notes saying you're concerned because you can't remember what I'm saying because you don't stay awake because you go so deep. Okay, first of all, you're in yoga nidra when you're going deep like that, and it's fine. And don't worry about that. And second of all, you might be listening before you go to sleep at night, in which case, go ahead, go to sleep. And third of all, it doesn't matter if you consciously remember what I say or not, because your subconscious mind is hearing everything I say. And your subconscious mind is taking in whatever is relevant and pertinent for you and that resonates with your belief system. So not to worry about that. Was there something else? Oh, okay. The process, somebody the other day said, oh, I'm so overwhelmed with everything and I need to come and see you again. A lot of times people come back even years later. This morning I heard from someone, he's now living in Colorado. I haven't seen him in, I don't know, maybe 15 years. He was kind of a young guy when I saw him at first, and now he's an adult man. So anyway, people come back. And so someone recently contacted me and they said, I want to come back in and start working with you again. And I'm feeling very overwhelmed and I don't know what to do. And I said to her, just listen to some of the guided meditations that are on my YouTube channel. Because what this process does when I do it with you is it allows you to take the trash out that is clogging up your brain. Okay, it's that feeling of overwhelm. That overwhelmed feeling is, imagine if you had a lot of trash in your house and you never took the trash out, you never took the garbage out. You wouldn't be able to move around, you wouldn't be able to function, and you start to feel a little overcome by all of the things, okay? So this process that I do with you, whether you remember it or think you hear it or don't think you hear it, it actually is dumping the junk, which is one of the women in my meditation class we were meeting live. She really loved that expression. It allows you to get rid of the trash, to take the trash out. You don't even have to think about what the trash is. You don't even have to think about, well, I do want to keep this and do I not want to keep this? No, the process just lets it go. It just siphons it off and dumps whatever isn't necessary. And your higher power knows what's not necessary, so it just dumps it. And then you're much more clear, you're much more focused, and you're much more calm, okay? So if you're feeling overwhelmed, listening to one of these audios, any one you want, will allow you to just dump excess pixels, excess pieces of bits of information that you really don't need anymore. It's like cleaning off your desktop or dumping junk from your computer. Only you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is listen. Okay, the other thing I want to say is what this process does, this guided meditation, it's good for your blood pressure. It's good for your immune system. It's good for your sanity. It's good for your mood. And what the bowls do, when I use them, those tunes actually allow you, your brain actually increases in gray matter. With the process of what I do with you, as well as the sounds that I use, they increase the size of your brain. They activate parts of your brain that may have been kind of lazy and dormant and not being used. So when you hear the tones, they work on a cellular level and they balance you on a cellular level, the tones that I use. Okay? So all of those wonderful benefits is what you get, and all you have to do is lay down and put on earbuds, or lay down and have your speakerphone by your head or wherever so that you can hear it. One of the women who listens, and you know who you are, her dog, who is so gorgeous, she has a beautiful Sheltie. She says whenever she gets sometimes up early in the morning to go walk him, like 4:20 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. Last message she sent me was 4:21 in the morning. She said that whenever her dog hears my voice, he just instantly blisses out. So, and you know, when I had my dog, here she is up there in the corner, my little precious girl. I painted that picture of her. And I have a couple cats still left. I have 5 animals, but you know, the animals get old. We outlive them, unfortunately. And I miss her very much. But whenever I was meditating, she would come and sit with me and she would just totally bliss out. And my cats do that now. You probably have heard my cats on some of the audios. They're quite verbal and they punctuate things that are being said sometimes. They are about, I don't know, 15 years old, both of them, the 2 that I have left. Super healthy, super beautiful, super affectionate animals. Very comforting. I love them very much. But they're very actively involved when I do the meditations. Okay, so I talked about the bowls, talked about the process, and now we're going to get started, okay? I have started posting in the descriptions of the meditations when the guided part starts. And that's in a request to a couple of people who sent me messages saying that they listen every single day. And sometimes they just want to bliss out. They don't want to hear me talking like I'm doing now. They don't want to hear anything about the cards because they've already heard it and they don't want to listen to it. They just want to go straight to the guided meditation and dump the junk. So I've started in the description telling you when the actual guided meditation begins. So for repeated listenings, which they have asked me to note, you can just go straight to where the guided meditation starts. Okay? Please, if you're seeing this for the first time, subscribe to my channel. There's more to come. Also, we're talking about, since we haven't met in person in a long time, we are talking about some of the people have sent me notes saying they like it so much better when we're in a room together as a group. So we have now been in discussions with a large facility that will allow plenty of space between people. And we are talking about doing something possibly, I don't know, maybe once a month. That would be a donation-based group so that the people who really miss that group consciousness elevation, which is definitely a palpable sensation, I must admit, will be able to experience that again. So I'll let you know about that, and we're still kind of thinking about that and talking about that. Okay, we want to make sure everybody's safe and protected, so only those who feel comfortable participating will be welcome to do so. And those of you who are not ready or don't want to be around people, I'm always here for you on my YouTube channel and on Facebook. Okay? All right. So now we're going to pull a couple cards and get started. All right. This is like our anniversary of being virtual. Amazing. I feel like we should celebrate somehow. Maybe we will. Who knows? Let's see what the cards pull. Let's see what is pulled in the cards. All right. So I'm going to start with my tarot deck. And let's see what we have here. Let's see what comes up. All right, I'm gonna shuffle the cards. You know, it's so interesting to me that there's a giant deck of cards here, but the same cards seem to come up repeatedly for the group, whoever is watching. And you know what? This is not a reading for me. This is a reading for all of you. And the cards that come up apply to all of you. Just think about it, and you'll see what I mean. I ran into someone last Sunday, and she said that the reading was so right on for her when she watched and listened to it, and that it was perfect. It was like a private reading for her, and I hear that all the time. So I'm going to shuffle these cards again. And I'm an intuitive card reader, so I may read the cards different each time I read them. And I'm not going by any guidebook or anything like that. I go simply by the download that I get in the moment, from the moment and in the moment when I pull whatever cards come up, whatever cards are revealed. So I'm cutting the cards right now, and just so you know, we are divinely protected by white light, and nothing negative can enter into this energetic sphere that we're going to be in right now, that we're in now. We're going to be in it for the next almost hour, okay? So here we go. I'm going to cut the cards 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to pull, I'm going to do one more. I'm guided to do one more. There we go. And let's see what it is. You're going to see it before me. Okay, here we go. Ready for takeoff. That's Chariot right there. This is a Major Arcana card. And the Major Arcana cards are, look, it matches my outfit. How cute. The Major Arcana cards are very powerful. They're packed with a lot of information. They have a lot of data in their images. So let me tell you a little bit about this card. This card means we're ready for takeoff. You see, it's a Chariot, and he's surrounded by a canopy, and there's a beautiful sunshiny yellow-black background, and in front are 2 sphinxes. One is black and one is white. Okay, so there are also wings. See the wings on his Chariot, and the wheels are still. So we're ready to go. We haven't left yet, but we're ready to go. And so this applies to you. Think about yourself. You're ready to go with something. You got everything going. You're totally ready to go, and you're balanced within it. You've got the black and the white, and you're in between the two. You've got all the paraphernalia you need, but you haven't started moving yet. So the Chariot, and you see in the background, are very nice castles and buildings. And there's water also behind him. So he has come across some emotional tumultuousness, possibly, but he's now on solid ground, and he's ready to go. Now, he's very in touch with his intuition. Look at the epaulets on his uniform. They are crescent moons, okay? And also, he is under a canopy of stars. And in his right hand, he holds a scepter. See it? Look closely. You gotta look close at these pictures. See, it's right here. Right there is the scepter. And that's the magician holds a scepter. So this is like a magic wand. Okay, so here he is. He's ready to go. He's ready to move forward. Everything is lined up. Everything is in order. He's ready to fly. See the wings? He's ready to communicate clearly. Those are the wings of Mercury, which is the planet of communication. And he's balanced, and he's in touch and in tune with his intuition. Now I'm saying he, but this is a masculine image, and we all have masculine parts of ourselves. We have the yin part, which is the feminine, internal, quiet moon part. And we have the yang part, which is the out there part, and that's the sun part. Okay, now we all have aspects of that in our own personality. Sometimes I'm very yin, I like it quiet and dark, and sometimes I'm out there. I like to interact and talk and do all of that. So this card is showing us the masculine yang part of ourselves, regardless of whatever sex or gender or however you identify yourself. This is the yang masculine action part of you that is ready to start moving, okay? You got your ducks all lined up in a row, and you're ready to start moving. Maybe you're going to be doing a painting and you've got all your supplies ready, but you haven't started yet. Maybe you're going to be creating a writing project or creating a piece of music or moving forward in a relationship, whatever it is, or a job, whatever it is. Everything is lined up, and you're settled, grounded, centered, and ready to go. So think about how that applies to you in your life, okay? Now I'm going to choose from the angel deck. one of the angel decks. I have several. And I'm going to leave this out so I can refer to it, because these cards actually show me where we're going to go in our meditation. Because I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just sit down and pull the cards and open my mouth and ask to be a channel. And so I leave the cards out, so I kind of incorporate all of that when we do our guided meditation, so you get the benefit of that on a subconscious level, because the cards are always on a subconscious, below the level of conscious awareness level. Okay? Now, we're going to go to this one right here, just because it's the deck that I have on top of the stack here. And this is the deck that I always have the selenite heart in. And here we go. Okay. Now we're going to ask the angels for substantiation or clarity or more information on what we just talked about, what was just spoken about. So we're going to see what the angels have to say, what the angel cards say. These are beautiful cards, and we're going to see how they elaborate on what we just talked about. Okay, here we go. All right, angels, speak to us. Show me what you want me to share with the people who are watching and listening, whenever they're watching and listening. Okay, I'm going to cut the cards 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times, and I'm getting the 4th time too. Okay, here we go. All right, and here's the card that is showing up. Let's see what it is. Wow, okay. This is the ocean. Okay, so let's talk about what this card means. And with these cards, I always like to read from the little book that comes with them, because it has some other information that may not be quite coming through to me just from the image on the card. But look at this. This is a beautiful angel that is walking by the ocean, okay? The ocean is so incredibly healing and calming in so many ways, on so many different levels. Here's what it says. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing womb brings about desirable effects. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. It's kind of like what I was talking about when I talked about this process, is that it allows, this process allows cares, concerns, worries, frustrations, and anxieties to be dumped, to be washed away, okay? So now we're getting more information about the ocean, and even imagining yourself dipping your feet in the ocean can be beneficial, because the brain often, if we imagine or visualize, the brain often doesn't know if it's really happening or not. Okay, so the brain will act as if it's really happening. Years ago when I was in graduate school, I'm going to tell you about this study briefly. They had 2 groups of high school athletes, and they were basketball players. And they were evenly dispersed on the 2 different groups. And, you know, it was kind of even across the line. So one group went into the gym every day after school and practiced shooting hoops. The other group went into the gym every day and, through guided imagery and visualization, never got on the gym floor, only imagined practicing shooting hoops and getting hoops. So, at the end of the period of time of the experiment, guess which group functioned the best? It was the ones that were never on the gymnasium floor. They just sat in the bleachers and imagined. Pretty profound, huh? So, you can imagine yourself being by the ocean. I can close my eyes right now and hear the sound of the ocean. I used to live in Hawaii, and I used to live right on the ocean. The property was right on the ocean. And I can close my eyes right now and hear the sound of what those waves in that location sounded like. It's powerful, powerful stuff. The mind is powerful, guys. You all know that, though. That's why you're here. Okay, I'm going to read you about the ocean now. All right. The ocean. Opened right to it. How about that? This card comes to you because of your connection with the ocean. It's a sign that you need to spend more time near the sea, perhaps during a vacation or as a home base. The angels will help with this endeavor if you ask and allow them to. The ocean air and water inspires and heals you. Additional meanings. You don't have to go to the ocean. There's more. But wait, there's more. Take sea salt baths to detoxify. By the way, I really like magnesium sulfate in the bath too. That's Epsom salts. 3 cups of Epsom salts and some sea salt, a candle, essential oils. You're good to go. Great. The body opens up the pores in warm water and you absorb that magnesium. You absorb the sea salt and you detoxify and give yourself a nice big magnesium jolt, because most of us are magnesium burners and we need a lot of magnesium. I know I need a ton of magnesium. Okay, so take sea salt baths to detoxify, drink more water, connect with dolphins and other sea dwellers. You have an ocean-related past life. Learn a water sport such as diving, sailing, or snorkeling. Well, anybody can get in a bathtub and take a sea salt and magnesium sulfate Epsom salt bath. So you might want to do that and kind of drift and meditate, or even listen to one of these audios while you're in the tub. Pretty cool. All right, so now we have that piece of information. So now we have information about the ocean. We have information about getting ready to go and everything lined up and ready to get started on whatever that thing is that you've been preparing for. And we're going to choose from this one, just because it was the deck on the top of the stack. And let's see what this has to say. I like this deck because it's one word. And one word can say so much. So shuffling this, excuse me. Excuse me. So shuffling this. Again, angels, give us a message in one word. Tell us more about where we're going to go, what we're going to do, what needs to happen in this meditation. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to cut once, cut twice, cut 3 times. And I'm going to cut a 4th time on this one too. Give us the perfect word for right now. For everyone who's listening and watching, whenever they listen and watch. There we go. Answered prayer. Now, isn't that nice? Let's look at this. She is very beautiful on a lavender background. Beautiful little angel. And she's just so grateful that her prayers have been answered. Okay? So let's see what the little booklet says about this. Answered prayer. So interesting. These cards always look like someone that I know. See? Beautiful. Answered prayer. Here we go. Fear not, beloved one. Your prayers have been heard and answered. They might not have manifested yet, but they've been answered. So wait and expect them to be manifested. All of your prayers are always answered. Sometimes you may not feel this way because the answer comes in unexpected ways. Perhaps you receive an intuitive feeling, or a new opportunity appears, or a book falls off the shelf. That's happened to me a lot. The angels answer our prayers very often by giving us ideas or information in these everyday ways. And sometimes they're not real obvious. So keep your eyes and ears open because they often come in symbols or hints, and you have to be like aware of, oh, wow, I get it. I know what that means. So it's not always in very direct communication. Sometimes you have to infer what the message is. By drawing this card, the angels request that you be extra observant, just like I said. Notice everything that you hear, say, think, and feel. Be especially alert to help that comes to you, and be sure to accept that help. By the way, messages come in dreams too. You do deserve this assistance, and many times God enlists people to act as earth angels who bring you answers to your prayers. Many of you have had the experience of having someone be a true angel and give you information or share something with you. Someone who comes totally out of nowhere and says something to you that substantiates something you were thinking about doing, or substantiates something that you are doing, or gives you positive feedback in some way. So keep your eyes and ears open, because there's always messages. And that's part of the reason it's so important to keep your body healthy. Because when your body is healthy, you're able to pick up on those things more easily. Your cells are more receptive to energetic frequencies even. If you're not deadening your cells and your neurotransmitter receptors with substances. I am not against substances. I'm not anti-alcohol or anti-cannabis, or I'm not anti-anything. I'm just saying be wise and be aware of moderating yourself. And the goal is always stay as clean and clear as you can, so you can receive the guidance that is being given to you, the prayers that are being answered for you. Okay? So we have some wonderful cards, and we're going to have a great guided meditation. And now is the time for you to get ready for the guided meditation. So make yourselves comfortable. And when we did this in class, everybody would just lay down. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to get really relaxed. And you can change your position, by the way, anytime you want to. And you don't have to sit up, and you don't have to be erect or anything. I want you comfortable. If you are laying down, it works best if your knees are bent and your feet are flat on the surface you're lying on. So if it's on a bed or if you're on the floor, put your feet flat on the floor. Okay, it's more grounding that way. Do not cross your ankles and do not cross your hands, okay? All right, take a minute to do that. And we're getting ready to go now. Nice and settled. And here we go. And so allowing now your body to begin to settle in, to relax and let go. Taking this time for yourself giving yourself this opportunity to relax, to release, to regenerate. Notice your breathing now beginning to change its rhythm. This happens naturally, easily, and effortlessly. As your breathing begins to change, notice that your diaphragm raises up with every inhalation and falls down again with every exhalation. I'm going to count from 5 down to 0. And each count, you'll feel yourself relaxing even more, letting go even more. Because a part of your being actually craves being able to go deep within, craves being able to let go of information and feelings and thoughts that are no longer relevant. Clearing the way for you to be able to be more clear, to see the signs, symbols, images, and to be able to receive the messages and affirmations of your answered prayers, your wishes, and your desires. The messages come allowing you to have guidance, and they give you direction, substantiation, and confirmation. So this process allows you to clear away the debris from everyday life, everyday activities, so you can be more creative, more inspired, calmer, happier, and healthier. On the count of 5 now, feeling your scalp relaxing and feeling the relaxation sensation starting at the top of your head, coming down over your forehead, down over the back of your head, down over your forehead like a gentle, comforting, velvety, soft sensation of soothing relaxation. Feel your face relaxing and letting go. Feel your jaws relaxing and letting go. Feel your eyes relaxing and letting go. Those little involuntary muscle movements underneath your eyelids, that dry sensation in your mouth and lips, that tendency to want to swallow, are all indications that you are relaxing more, going deeper, and going to benefit from taking this time for yourself, where there's nowhere you have to be and nothing you have to do. All you have to do is listen and enjoy. As the jaw releases, allow there to be a space between your upper and lower teeth. The tongue relaxing comfortably in the mouth. The upper and lower teeth not touching but loose. That's it. Yes. Coming down on the count of 4 now. Down through your shoulders. Feel the relaxing sensation moving down from your neck to your shoulders and down your arms, your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your hands, and your fingers. See if you can perceive the tingling sensation of relaxation as it moves through your arms and out your fingertips. If your hands happen to be on your body, that sensation is then transmitted from your hands and your palms into your body. If your hands are resting comfortably by your sides, you feel your torso beginning to relax, starting at your collarbones on the count of 3, coming down through the front of your body, down through your lungs, down through your heart, down through your diaphragm, your spleen and your pancreas, and on the right side of your body, your liver, your gallbladder, your bile ducts. Coming down into your gastrointestinal system as your digestion, your entire digestive system balances and normalizes with every breath you take. Very good. Coming down now on the count of 2. Feel your thighs letting go. Down through your knees and your calves. On the count of 1, down through your ankles and your feet. All of the bones and muscles, tendons and ligaments of your feet and toes, relaxing and letting go easily, comfortably, and gently. Imagine that there are energetic, etheric holes in the soles of your feet. And with every breath, your body is pulling in pure light, coming down through your system, down through your body. And as it comes down through your body, it pushes out any negativity, any darkness, any fears, any imbalances in your health, any disease. And that all comes out of the holes in the soles of your feet, going into the surface upon which you are resting, and going down into the earth where it's being neutralized. So with every breath, you are inhaling pure, healing, divine light. And it is filling all parts of your being, every cell of your body, until in your mind's eye you visualize and imagine that only light is coming into you, moving through you, and coming out through those holes in the soles of the bottom of your feet. There you go. Yes. You have just given yourself an energetic transfusion of pure, divine, white light, healing energy. And drifting deeper now. In a moment, when I count from 1 down to 0, you will hear some tones. Allow those tones to take you even deeper as you project your consciousness on the sound current of the tones, drifting from 1 down to 0. And letting yourself go even deeper, easily and comfortably. And letting yourself go even deeper to the perfect level for you at this moment. That is the most nourishing and healing for you, going deeper. That's it. Let yourself go. Let yourself go. Visualize and imagine that you are walking along the ocean. The sand is smooth and a pale tan color. The sand is fine, small granules. The beach is wide. The water is gently lapping up on the beach as you walk barefoot on the edge of the water on this beautiful flat beach. The waves are small and gentle. The sound of the waves is very healing to you. The water is a beautiful turquoise blue. It's clear. And as you look out into the ocean, you realize you are walking along a protected lagoon with gentle waves and clear water. You can see the ripples through the water as you look out. The ripples of the sand underneath the water. The water is so clear, so beautiful. It feels so wonderful to be walking along the edge as you hear the sound of your feet walking in the waves, the sound of the waves lapping up on the flat beach. The sun is out and it's the perfect temperature. There's no one there but you. This is your own private experience, your own private beach, your own private time. Take some deep breaths. Smell the ocean air. The water feels like it's the same temperature of your body. The pores of your feet, the soles of your feet open up to receive the warm salt water, allowing the salt from the ocean water to move through your entire system, every cell in your body, purifying every cell in your body, detoxifying every cell in your body. It feels very good to be moving your body. Your body feels very flexible, very fluid. It feels light. You're wearing very comfortable, loose clothing. Or maybe you're wearing a bathing suit and the sun is on more of your body. You feel very comfortable and you feel very grateful and blessed to be in this space right now. To be in this scene. There's a gentle breeze. It blows through your hair. You feel it on your skin. It feels wonderful. It feels like a caress. It feels like a hug of love from the divine. There had been some things you had been lining up in your life, some things you have not quite put into motion yet, some things that you are ready to go with, but you haven't quite started. You're feeling now that the time is now to start on those things. You feel that the energies are lining up for it to go smoothly and easily. You feel like your prayers are being answered. And they are. You are divinely protected. Your positive dreams and aspirations are being manifested little by little, step by step. As you allow yourself to go even deeper. You decide to stop walking and lie down, feeling the support of the earth and the gentle sand underneath you. Lying down and closing your eyes now, hearing the sound of the ocean. And with your eyes closed, as you lie there, feeling the warmth and the perfect temperature of the breeze, the perfect temperature of the sun, smelling that clean ocean air, almost tasting the salt on your tongue, hearing the sounds of the waves. You go deeper and deeper. Allowing your body to be tuned up and rebalanced. And just enjoying the sensation of that occurring. It's time now to leave this beautiful place. It's time now to come back to where you left your body before you went to the ocean. It's time now to sit up in the sand and begin to walk back the way you came. But you are different now. Your body is more balanced now. Your mind is more clear now. Your body is more clear on every level. You have detoxified from negativity. You have detoxified from any illness. You have detoxified and cleared away debris on the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual level. And as you leave this beautiful place and slip back into the physical body, resting comfortably on the surface upon which you are lying, you feel an immense sense of gratitude, an immense sense of being blessed, an immense sense of positivity. You feel balanced, healthy, happy, well, comfortable, peaceful, and joyful. If you are going to sleep at night right now, you sleep beautifully, waking up clear and bright after a restful sleep. If you are listening to this in the morning, you emerge from this ready for the day, ready for a day full of miracles. You feel a sense of hopeful expectation. If you are listening in the afternoon or evening or any time to release overwhelm, you now feel clear. Direction is clear as to what you need to do, where you need to go. Your guidance system has been realigned. More comfortable, more clear, more relaxed, more balanced, healthier, calmer, and more grateful than before. Many blessings to you, and namaste.